Learn how to become an efficient and effective software engineer. In this course, you will learn a wide range of non-technical skills that will help you increase your productivity and unlock your full potential. You'll learn how to increase motivation and focus, set effective goals, implement effective time management, prioritize tasks, and a whole lot more. Fatos Morina developed this course. He's a lead software engineer and a popular technical author.
Hello world, today I have something incredibly exciting in store for you. Are you ready to unlock your full potential as a software engineer? I know I am. In this course, we will dive deep into the secrets of becoming a highly efficient and effective software engineer. Whether you are just starting out or are a seasoned pro, get ready to take your skills to the next level and transform the way you approach your work. Throughout this course, we will cover a wide range of topics that can help you enhance your productivity. From time management techniques to mastering your emotions and your focus, we've got you covered. By the end of this course, you'll have a toolkit filled with powerful techniques, proven methodologies, and valuable insights that will revolutionize the way you work. Get ready to level up your productivity game and achieve new heights of your software engineering career. So, if you are ready to maximize your efficiency, boost your output, and unleash your true potential as a software engineer, then this course is for you. Don't miss out on this opportunity to transform your career and become the productive powerhouse that you have always wanted to be. Remember, productivity is the key to success in the ever-evolving world of software engineering. Together, let's unlock our full potential and build amazing things. This course is divided into different categories that can help you become more productive. Each category is like a separate topic, and you can choose to watch videos within that category individually or follow the order they are presented in. You have the flexibility to focus on the categories that are most relevant to you. Take notes and think about practical ways you can apply what you are learning here in your own work and life. You might consider making changes to your environment or even come up with your own techniques that you can just get inspired from the topics and concepts that are explained in this course. Remember that not everything in this course will apply to everyone. We all have different situations when we can be in different stages in our lives, which includes both in our personal life and also professional life. As software engineers, we can use our own judgment and logic to adapt and apply the tactics to suit our specific needs. Be pragmatic and choose what works for you. This course is meant to serve you and shouldn't overwhelm you. You can come back to it as a reference whenever you need it. Even if you have watched some videos before, you can refresh your understanding of concepts and topics. Think of this course as a tool that can help you improve your productivity. It's not something that you should have as a burden and expect to complete all of it in one sitting. Take it at your own pace and use it to your own advantage. In this course, when we talk about productivity, we simply mean getting things done efficiently. It's not just about completing tasks, but also making the most of our time. Here, we'll focus on the following productivity equation. This equation consists of three important factors: time, energy, and focus. Time is crucial because if we don't have enough time, even if we have energy and focus, we won't be able to use that energy effectively. It's important to allocate enough time for the tasks that we have to get done. Similarly, if we have time but we don't have energy, we won't be able to accomplish much when we are tired and exhausted. So having sufficient energy is essential for being productive. Focus is another key aspect. When we have focus, we can dedicate time, energy, and attention to the task at hand. Without focus, we may get distracted, waste time, and struggle to complete our work efficiently. If we lack any of these three elements, our productivity will definitely suffer. For example, if we don't manage our time well, we may end up delaying tasks and not completing them on time. Similarly, without discipline and focus, we might waste our time on very unrelated things that are not really important at all. To be productive, we need to ensure we have enough time, maintain our energy levels, and stay focused on our tasks. You are responsible for everything that happens in your life. You are the common factor in all the problems and challenges that you face personally and professionally. Embrace this responsibility from the beginning. The more you recognize that you have control over the direction of your life, the easier it becomes for you to take action, make changes, and seek improvement. Take ownership and understand that this is crucial for your growth, especially in a fast-paced profession like software engineering. If you don't understand a particular design pattern, don't blame it on the lack of a good course, book, or vague instructors. It's your responsibility to learn and understand it. Don't point fingers at others. Accept that it's your responsibility and go out there and learn it. Did you make a mistake last week that broke code in production? While it should hopefully happen as infrequently as possible, mistakes can occur. Acknowledge the mistake and don't blame others. Instead, take the initiative to fix it and learn from it. Even if you were under pressure or were facing difficult circumstances, it doesn't excuse you from your responsibility. Act accordingly and take ownership of your actions. If you feel overwhelmed by the pace of new technologies like AI, large language models, blockchain, or emerging frameworks, don't wait for someone to spoon-feed you. You are supposed to learn those things on your own. Take responsibility for your own learning and your own life. As a software engineer, your role extends beyond simply writing code all day long. You are an integral part of a team and your contributions hold significant value. It's important to aim for a seat at the table where decisions are made. This way you can also make a difference and influence outcomes. Developing a sense of ownership is crucial. Consider yourself as an essential part of a team and not just as an ordinary member. Your involvement should go beyond the surface level. Strive to be attached to what's working well and what brings the most value. Recognize your impact on priorities and assert your voice accordingly. Understanding the business and what makes financial sense is very important. Prioritize tasks that align with the overall goals and contribute to the bottom line. Remember, you are part of a team that aims to bring value in various ways. Collaboration with the business and product teams is key. Find ways to improve the product and enhance the overall business. Your insights and perspectives gathered from code exploration, interactions with different teams, or online resources can lead to valuable ideas and improvements. Never underestimate your worth in a team or project. Your presence is not limited to just writing code. Instead, be ready to provide assistance in any way possible and be of service to others. Remember, as a software engineer, you have the power to bring immense value and contribute significantly to the success of the team and project. In our daily work, we often have many tasks to handle. Some of them are really important and even urgent, which require immediate attention. On the other hand, there are tasks that might seem easier and less challenging, but they don't have the same impact or value. As software engineers, it's crucial to prioritize tasks that truly make a difference and bring the most value. By focusing on these important tasks, you increase your chances of making a significant impact and becoming a valuable team member. Avoid the temptation to choose easy tasks that have little relevance and that are not important. Don't shy away from the difficult and crucial work. Instead, motivate yourself to engage with important tasks from the beginning and contribute as much value as possible. Remember, adding value doesn't only mean you writing code all day long. Depending on your project and team, there are various ways for you to provide value. It could involve giving presentations, creating documentation, or improving the performance of backend services to enhance the user experience. Be practical in your approach and prioritize tasks that bring the most value. By doing so, you can make a greater impact and increase your overall value and productivity. Sometimes when you're working on a problem, adding a new feature, or fixing an issue, we might think we understand everything. But there are moments when we are not entirely sure about something and we hesitate to ask too many questions. We assume we know it all and proceed with our work, only to realize later that we were mistaken from the beginning. This is something we should avoid to save time and resources. Ambiguity and unclear understanding can lead to misunderstandings and wasted time and resources. So it's important to have the patience not to assume we know everything and be willing to ask questions. We shouldn't hesitate to reach out to our manager or the person responsible and get better explanations. Instead of assuming, we should be open to asking as many questions as we need. We can even consider recording meetings to review later. For example, if there was a discussion clarifying all the tasks for a sprint during a meeting, we can concentrate fully at that moment and later watch the recording to fill in any gaps we might have missed due to tiredness or distractions. You can also follow up with the person leading the meeting to ask further questions and be more engaged right from the start. By doing this, we ensure we are on the same page as the person expecting us to complete the implementation. This way, we can also avoid confusions and we ensure that we are using our time effectively on what is actually expected from us. So it is important to stay focused on understanding things clearly and not hesitate to go back and ask additional questions. This way you'll be more valuable, be productive, and avoid the frustration of wasting days on something that wasn't even required of you. Our values play a crucial role in shaping our actions and choices. When we have a clear understanding of our values, it becomes easier to make decisions and take action based on what truly matters to us. By deeply knowing our beliefs and what we hold dear, we can prioritize tasks and activities that align with our values. This alignment leads to a stronger sense of motivation because we recognize the significance of these actions and the importance of accomplishing them. When our choices are guided by our values, we become more productive, especially when it comes to decision-making. Uncertainty can be a time waster. When we are aware of our values and what truly matters to us, we become more committed to selecting options that align with our values. This empowers us to ignore distractions without regret because we are committed to focusing on what is important to us. The more we understand our values and dedicate our time to activities that resonate with them, the more our motivation grows. This sense of purpose allows us to concentrate on what truly matters and brings meaning to our lives, which ultimately leads to greater fulfillment. Having goals can help you stay focused and motivated. They give you a sense of direction and enable you to concentrate on things that truly matter to you. When you work towards your goals, you are more likely to be productive and less distracted by irrelevant things. It's important to have a balance between long-term and short-term goals. By accomplishing short-term goals on a regular basis, you are building a foundation for your long-term aspirations. Don't solely focus on distant goals that might take decades to achieve. Give yourself permission to celebrate the small victories along the way. This allows you to enjoy the journey and increases your confidence in your ability to reach bigger goals. Remember that not all goals have the same urgency or importance. Some goals may be more relevant in the near future, while others can wait. Prioritize your goals based on their significance to you and focus on the ones that truly matter. As you make progress, you'll become more motivated and committed to pursuing your goals. Use urgency and priority to identify and select goals that are very important to you. Deadlines can sometimes make us feel anxious or worried, but they can also be helpful in keeping us focused and committed to what truly matters. They allow us to prioritize tasks and avoid unnecessary delays or procrastination. Even if there's no external deadline set by our manager or client, it's important for us to set deadlines for ourselves. When we have a deadline, even if it's self-imposed, we feel more motivated and have a sense of urgency. The longer we delay or don't set any deadlines, the longer it will take for us to complete a task. Setting deadlines helps us overcome this and stay inspired to take action. However, it's crucial not to set unrealistic or aggressive deadlines. They can lead to frustration and anxiety if we fail to meet them. We should strive for realistic deadlines that we can negotiate with our manager or team lead. Pushing ourselves too hard can result in overworking and unnecessary stress. When we have the opportunity to set deadlines or have influence over them, we should aim for a balance. Setting deadlines that are realistic and achievable allows us to follow through and avoid unnecessary pressure. It helps us code properly, use clean code, and implement things correctly, preventing technical debt. The key is finding a balance between having no deadlines at all and setting aggressive ones. Setting reasonable deadlines helps us stay committed, focused, and productive. It allows us to prioritize the important tasks and avoid wasting time on less important things. By using deadlines effectively, we can accomplish more and be more productive in the end. Motivation is really important for us to stay focused, committed to our work, and achieve our goals. According to the Damping's theory, motivation is built on 3 pillars: autonomy, mastery, and purpose. Mastery is about our desire to improve and become proficient. The more we learn and grow, the better we become. By challenging ourselves with harder problems and seeking new experiences, we increase our productivity. Instead of repeatedly working on the same tasks that are very easy, we can explore different engineering problems that expand our skills and provide a sense of progress. This way, we avoid getting bored and stagnant. To enhance mastery, we can engage in activities like reading technical books, attending conferences, or watching developer videos on YouTube. Working on side projects can also be a great way to prototype and learn new things that can just be a source of opportunity for us to learn new things that may not be the case when we are on our regular work. As a result, we can learn more, improve our skills, and increase our motivation and also productivity. The second pillar is autonomy, which refers to our desire for control and the sense of direction. It doesn't mean you have to quit your job and start your own company to have control. You can practice autonomy in your current work environment. There are many things you can decide and change in your work life without making drastic moves. For example, you can try a new idea or switch to a different project. You might also consider requesting a change in your physical location at the office or occasionally working from home or a cafeteria. These small adjustments allow you to exercise your autonomy, making you feel happier and more motivated. By collaborating with your manager or leader, you can find new ways to increase your autonomy without disrupting the business. The third pillar is purpose, which involves working on something larger than ourselves. Our work shouldn't be just as a way for us to pay bills. We should also have an emotional connection to our work. We need to recognize that we are not just writing code, but solving real business problems. These business problems impact people's lives, even if we don't personally know them. By realizing that our work can make a difference, even in the lives of strangers, we become more motivated and a lot more productive. For example, the solution you provide for a problem today might be used in a product that improves someone's life on the other side of the world. Understanding this impact can increase your motivation. Remember that you are a human being and motivation is essential. The better you become at staying motivated by increasing your skills, the more autonomy and happiness you'll experience. Additionally, being aware of the impact your work has on important problems and people's lives helps you make a more motivated commitment and be a more valuable part of a team. And as a result, you are more likely to put in a lot more work and be a lot more productive. Motivation plays a crucial role in our ability to stay focused and accomplish our goals. According to Jim Quick's motivation equation, motivation is determined by 3 factors: energy, purpose, and small, simple steps. Energy is essential for motivation. When we feel tired or exhausted due to lack of sleep or other factors, it becomes very difficult for us to stay motivated and have the opportunity to concentrate on important tasks. To maintain high energy levels, we should take care of ourselves by getting sufficient sleep, eating a healthy diet, exercising regularly, and also taking breaks when we need them. By being aware of our energy levels and treating ourselves kindly, we can avoid burnout and stay motivated. Having a strong sense of purpose is another very important part of motivation. It's important to remember that our work goes beyond lines of code that we write or tasks that we are moving on Jira. We are actually solving real-life problems for people. Whether we are tackling small or large problems, recognizing that our contributions make other people's lives better can greatly enhance our motivation and productivity. Reminding ourselves of the impact of our work on others can keep us motivated to do a lot more and do our very best. Breaking down tasks into small, simple steps is also key to maintaining motivation. When faced with a large, overwhelming task, it's easy to procrastinate or feel discouraged. By breaking down the task into smaller subtasks and focusing on one step at a time, we can make progress and feel motivated by our achievements. This approach helps us avoid feeling overwhelmed and encourages steady progress towards our goals. Remember, motivation is influenced by energy, purpose, and a process of small, simple steps. By taking care of our energy levels, finding purpose in our work, and breaking tasks down into manageable steps, we increase our chances of staying motivated and being a lot more productive. Emotions play a vital role in our work and relationships, even for us as software engineers. We are all human beings, and emotions are a natural part of our lives. It's important to understand that emotions come in various forms. We can experience stress, gratitude, happiness, anxiety, and many other emotions. We can't simply wake up one morning and decide not to feel any emotion at all. Instead, we should acknowledge that feeling emotions is a normal part of being human. We need to recognize their importance and impact. However, we must also remember to not let our emotions control us in a negative way. Emotions can sometimes lead us to make impulsive decisions or miss out on good opportunities. They can also affect our interactions with colleagues and clients in a negative manner. This awareness should make us even more conscious of the significance of emotions. We should avoid allowing emotions to push us into rash decisions that we may later regret. It's about finding a balance between acknowledging our emotions and making sound decisions. The imposter syndrome is a common feeling among software engineers and professionals in other fields. It's when we doubt ourselves and feel like we don't deserve our position or the responsibilities that we have. This can create inner battles and affect our performance. It's important to remember that imposter syndrome is not unique to us. Many people experience it. When imposter syndrome creeps in, it's best not to ignore it. Take a moment to identify why you are feeling this way. Is it because you are starting a new project or working with a technology you haven't used before? That's great. Instead of letting it overwhelm you, reframe it as a valuable opportunity for personal and professional growth. Have the confidence that you can learn this. Take things one step at a time, even if it seems like a daunting task. By stepping outside your comfort zone, you'll encounter new challenges and learn more along the way. Don't hesitate to seek feedback from others when you're experiencing imposter syndrome. Talk to your colleagues, manager, or even your family. They can provide valuable perspectives and help you determine if your concerns are reasonable or simply doubts and insecurities that can be let go. Remember that no human being is perfect. We all make mistakes. Even experienced engineers encounter issues and problems. The key is to learn from those mistakes, address them, and not let them define your entire journey. Avoid comparing yourself to others. Each person's path is unique and they may be in different stages of their career. Focus on your own progress and growth. Compare yourself to your past self and strive to improve every day. The more you learn and grow, the more capable you become of tackling complex problems. As software engineers, it's okay to ask for help or guidance. It doesn't mean you are inadequate or incapable. Everyone starts from scratch and goes through a learning process. You are there as a lifelong learner, and seeking assistance is part of the journey. Remember, you are not alone. You are part of a team where collaboration and support are essential. According to Tony Robbins, each one of us has two driving forces: the desire to avoid pain and the desire to gain pleasure. The desire to avoid pain includes the desire to protect ourselves from physical or emotional harm. It includes all the choices we make to remove negativity in our lives. The desire to gain pleasure includes the desires to feel good and seek out experiences that bring us joy, happiness, and fulfillment. It involves embracing positive emotions and experiences. We can leverage these two forces to positively impact our professional lives. For example, let's say we want to learn a popular JavaScript framework like React. We can associate pain with not learning React. This could mean missing out on job opportunities, being unable to seize great chances recommended by friends or colleagues, or feeling a sense of fear and regret for not acquiring this valuable skill. To avoid these negative outcomes, we should prioritize learning React and invest our time wisely to become more productive and actually learn this framework. On the other hand, we can associate pleasure with the benefits of learning React. We can remind ourselves that by mastering React, we become more valuable to our team. We can approach our manager, share our newly acquired skills, and request to work on front-end projects. This could lead to recognition, salary raise, or even bonuses for our increased efforts. By highlighting these positive outcomes, we motivate ourselves to become better team members and contribute to the successes of our projects. To reinforce these reminders, we can use sticky notes, place a reminder on our desk, or set alerts on our phone. These cues can help us keep the importance of learning React at the forefront of our minds and remind us of the missed opportunities if we neglect this valuable framework. As software engineers, it's important for us to appreciate the opportunities we have and be grateful for the benefits that come with this profession. We should be thankful for the chance to work in an industry that offers really good salaries compared to many other professions. It's also exciting that we can work on diverse and interesting projects across different industries. Even if we don't have prior knowledge about a specific field, we can still contribute by solving problems for professionals like dentists, farmers, or real estate agents. This allows us to engage in meaningful challenges and make a positive impact on a larger scale. Moreover, working in this field gives us the opportunity to collaborate with people from various cultures and industries, regardless of their geographical location. This enables us to gain different perspectives and learn from experienced individuals who may have insights beyond our regular circles. Interacting with people from all around the world broadens our horizons and fosters collaboration to build remarkable things. Being software engineers often means stepping out of our comfort zones and embracing continuous learning. We are frequently tasked with projects that require us to acquire new knowledge and skills. This means we are essentially paid to learn and grow professionally. Recognizing this aspect should fill us with gratitude and a sense of happiness for the abundant benefits we enjoy in this profession, which may not be readily available in other fields. Cultivating gratitude can have a positive impact on our mood and enhance our commitment to becoming even better at what we do. Instead of getting frustrated when faced with challenging problems, we should be mindful of the great opportunities we have and the benefits we enjoy. Regularly reminding ourselves of these blessings will keep us motivated, focused, and ultimately more productive. Stress is something we all experience at different times, and it's important to understand both its negative and positive effects. So let's dive right in. Stress can be caused by various factors in our lives. Some common causes include work pressure and deadlines, personal and family issues, financial concerns, and the general uncertainty and changes we face. It's crucial to recognize these sources of stress in order to effectively manage and reduce them. Now let's talk about the negative effects of stress. Prolonged or excessive stress can lead to a range of health problems such as anxiety, depression, heart disease, high blood pressure, and more. Additionally, it can significantly impact our productivity and performance in various areas of life, including work, relationships, and personal goals. On the other hand, stress can also have positive effects. When stress is at a manageable level, It's known as eustress. Eustress can actually enhance our performance and motivation, pushing us to achieve more and excel in challenging situations. It can provide a sense of thrill and excitement when facing demanding tasks or goals. Finding a balance is key. It's essential to manage stress effectively to ensure our overall well-being and success. This involves implementing stress management techniques such as relaxation exercises, time management strategies, seeking support from others, and practicing self-care. By understanding the causes and effects of stress, we can take proactive steps towards reducing its negative impact and harnessing its positive aspects. Remember, stress is a normal part of life, but how we manage it can make all the difference. If you want to be productive, you must manage your time. Productive people excel at prioritizing tasks, managing their time effectively, and executing efficiently. Despite having the same 24 hours in a day, top performers don't possess any extra time. They simply know how to make the most of it. To manage our time effectively, we must acknowledge that our time is limited. We can get back past opportunities, but we cannot get the time that we wasted. Here are some tips to help you manage your time better. Set goals. When you have compelling goals that motivate you, you become more committed to prioritizing them. Viewing your time as a valuable resource will drive you to dedicate as much time as possible to achieving your goals. Create a schedule. At the start of each week or workday, make a calendar and allocate time slots based on your priorities. Include daily stand-ups, meetings, and other appointments. Begin by working on the most important tasks while you are fresh and energized. This will allow you to accomplish a lot more. Learn to say no. Since we all have the same 24 hours, it's essential to politely decline tasks that aren't as important as your work, side hustle, or passion projects. For instance, you can delay a coffee invitation until later in the day when you are feeling more tired. This way, you can just use that time to focus on your project during the more productive part of your day. Take breaks. Even during periods of high motivation, remember to take breaks. If you encounter challenges like a difficult bug, step away from the problem temporarily. Use this time to create a better plan or relax by drinking water, taking a walk, or enjoying a cup of coffee. Returning with a fresh mind can help you solve the issue more effectively. Be organized. Establish a system to capture all the tasks and set reminders in your calendar or to-do lists. By staying organized, you won't forget anything and can manage your time more efficiently. Consider using softwares that track your app usage so that you can see where you are spending your time. Batch activities. Whenever you are working on multiple tasks, try to group similar activities together. For example, if you need to write documentation for several features, dedicate a single session to complete all the documentation. This approach helps you maintain focus and avoids frequent switching between different types of tasks. Choose a productive environment. Find a location that supports your productivity. While it may be challenging in a shared office or space, adjust your seating position or use background noise to limit distractions. If you work from home or a cafeteria, consider using headphones or finding a quieter spot that can help you minimize interruptions. Remember, time management is not a one-size-fits-all solution. Every person has unique circumstances, work culture, projects, and motivations. Evaluate what works best for you, experiment with different approaches, and create an action plan that can be more specific for your needs. Your calendar is one of the most important tools for productivity. Unlike to-do lists that can make you feel like you have endless time, the calendar helps you understand the limits of your working day. To-do lists can get too long and may be a source of overwhelm and guilt that you are not getting everything done. Your calendar gives you a reality check. Creating a daily schedule is more realistic with a calendar. You can estimate how long tasks will take and have a sense of what you can accomplish in a day. When new tasks come up, you can immediately add them to your calendar. This way, you can also estimate the time required and plan when you'll work on them. Prioritization is also very important. You can assign different levels of urgency to tasks on your calendar using color codes or labels. This way, you know which tasks need your attention first. Make it a routine to review your calendar at the start of each day or the day before to ensure you don't forget or miss anything important. Everyone procrastinates, and this is a common fact. Procrastination is a natural tendency in all human beings. It doesn't matter if you personally know someone or have read about famous celebrities or prolific writers or very famous engineers. Everyone procrastinates. Remember that the intensity of procrastination varies among individuals and can change over time. And also, everyone experiences procrastination in some form or another. What one person procrastinates on may be different from what another person may be procrastinating on. There are several reasons why we procrastinate. Feeling overwhelmed is a reason why we can be very much putting off work and not being able to commit to working. When we are overwhelmed with a lot of work, this can lead us to have a lack of motivation to get started, which can cause us to procrastinate and just spend our time on something else. Setting a highly unrealistic expectation is another reason why we might not be able to put in the work and work on things that really matter. When we expect to complete a complex task without breaks, this can just cause us to procrastinate due to the pressure and stress that creates. Fear of failure is another reason why we procrastinate. If we anticipate failure, we may avoid starting the task altogether. Lack of motivation can also contribute to procrastination, especially when faced with something we find boring or uninteresting. Perfectionism is another reason why we procrastinate. We may strive for perfection and avoid starting a task until we believe we can do it flawlessly, which can hinder progress. It's important to strike a balance between aiming high and being realistic. Start working on tasks knowing that improvements can be made along the way rather than just expecting for it to go perfectly without any type of mistake. Do not let perfectionism as an excuse to delay to put in the work. Another reason why we procrastinate is the difficulty in concentrating and lacking the discipline to execute on important tasks, which can actually just prevent us from being able to be productive. It's crucial to practice focus and discipline to overcome this tendency. Another reason why we procrastinate is feeling tired and lacking energy, which can be when we are exhausted and we haven't slept well, which can just prevent us from properly focusing and concentrating, and this can just cause us to procrastinate. Additionally, poor time management and priority management in general can just result us in spreading too much into two different things, spreading ourselves too thin, which can be when we say yes to everything, to every situation, to every invitation, which can overwhelm us with too many tasks at once. This lack of effective time management can just cause us anxiety and guilt. This way, when we are feeling a lot of guilt and anxiety, we can just contribute to procrastination. When we are able of identifying the reasons why we procrastinate, we can address those and overcome those issues. By practicing better time management, setting realistic expectations, managing our energy levels, and cultivating discipline, we can reduce procrastination and become a lot more productive. RPM stands for Result Focused, Purpose-Driven Massive Action Plan. It is a technique developed by the well-known personal development coach Tony Robbins. It is a simple yet powerful technique that can help you achieve your goals. With RPM, you set clear targets, identify reasons why you want to reach those targets, and create a list of action items to fulfill and reach your goals. While we often may have different to-do lists that focus solely on the actions that we need to take, They may not remind us of the reasons behind our actions or the importance of what we are trying to accomplish. RPM consists of 4 steps. First, you get clear on your desired result. Then, you come up with a purpose or multiple reasons that will motivate and fuel your commitment to achieve that result. Next, you create a massive action plan with various strategies to get closer to your desired outcome. Finally, it's important to follow up and follow through on each step, but you don't have to complete every single item on the action plan. Instead, you should choose actions that you are certain that will move you closer to your desired result. If something is merely a nice to do and doesn't contribute significantly to your goal, like let's say installing multiple workout apps when your goal is to lose weight, it's important to prioritize the actions that truly make a difference. Let's illustrate how you can apply RPM as a software engineer. Here we have a table with 3 columns. In the middle, we have our goal, which is to become a certified AWS solutions architect. Now we need to come up with a list of reasons that will fuel us during the preparation process. One purpose could be to become a valuable engineer. This certification can enhance your skills and make you a lot more valuable in the job market. Another reason might be to aim for a salary raise or a promotion. These reasons can serve as motivation when the exam preparations get tough. Next, we create a list of action items like specific tasks and actions we need to take in order to achieve the certification. It's similar to a to-do list, but with RPM we keep our goal and reasons right in front of us. This helps us stay focused and not lose sight of why we need to put in the effort to pass the exam or understand challenging technical topics. By having our goal and reasons at the forefront of our attention, we can stay motivated and on track. It reminds us why it's important to learn and invest time in studying for this certification. This clarity and constant reminder can be highly motivating and keep us committed to accomplishing our goal. The 2-minute rule is a simple and effective technique for handling quick tasks. If something on your to-do list takes less than 2 minutes to complete, do it right away instead of postponing it. You don't need to overcomplicate it. Many times we know there are tasks we can finish quickly, but we tend to procrastinate and make them seem more complicated than they actually are. For instance, if someone tags us in a comment, we can reply to it immediately. Writing a brief response may take just a minute and relieves us of the responsibility of keeping it in our top of our mind. Similarly, if we receive a Slack message in a thread where we can provide assistance, we can reply right away without overthinking it. Even small improvements like fixing a typo in a documentation can be done quickly. In many cases, things are easier and less complicated than we make them out to be. By following the 2-minute rule, we can quickly tackle small tasks and prevent them from piling up. The 15-minute rule is a simple and effective technique to overcome procrastination. Here's how it works. Set a timer for 15 minutes and focus on a single task that you have been putting off for a long time. Something very important that you know you need to get done. This technique is helpful for various situations, such as tackling a side project you have been procrastinating on or working on a challenging task at work that feels overwhelming. The goal is to get yourself started and make progress, even if it's just a small step. Why does it work? Well, when you convince yourself that you'll only work on it for 15 minutes before taking a break or stopping, it feels more manageable. Your brain can handle the idea of committing to a shorter period of time rather than thinking about completing the entire task in one sitting. The 15 minutes is not meant to be the end of your work. In fact, once you start, you may find yourself motivated to continue beyond the initial time frame. You might want to keep the momentum going and make further progress because you have already invested some time into it. As you put more effort into the task you've been avoiding, you'll feel more motivated to complete it. You'll want to eliminate the lingering sense of unfinished work and experience a sense of accomplishment. Even if you encounter resistance or come up with excuses, remind yourself of the progress you've made and keep moving forward. This technique can be applied to personal projects and work-related tasks alike, so the next time you catch yourself procrastinating on something important, set a 15-minute timer and dedicate that time to working on it. You'll be surprised at how much more motivated and productive you'll feel, and you'll be one step closer to getting it done. Perfectionism is when we have a strong desire to do something perfectly, paying attention to every detail and considering every possible scenario, even those that may never actually happen. It's an all or nothing mindset where we are either aiming for perfection or don't even start at all. Even though it may sound great and noble to set high standards, the truth is perfectionism is not about being more. It's not about doing more. This tendency often stems from a form of procrastination. It's easier to avoid starting a task altogether than to face the possibility of not achieving perfection. We may hesitate to take any action unless we can do it perfectly, which can lead to delays and missed opportunities. This perfectionist mindset is particularly evident in personal projects. For example, when building a small app, we may feel compelled to create a flawless and visually stunning user interface. We might be overly concerned about the loading time and refuse to release the app until it meets our unrealistic standards. However, it's essential to realize that perfection is not attainable, especially in the realm of software development. No software project is completely flawless or free of bugs. Striving for absolute perfection can prevent us from never shipping or releasing our work. It's important to strike a balance between striving for excellence and recognizing that imperfections are a natural part of the process. By focusing on progress, learning, and continuous improvement, we can achieve meaningful results while avoiding the paralysis of perfectionism. Let's discuss the consequences of our perfectionist tendencies and how they can impact us. One common consequence is the constant need for endless revisions and refinements in every potential task or pull requests. This behavior often leads to project delays and missed deadlines. As a result, we may find ourselves procrastinating because we believe we must do things perfectly, which is often an unrealistic expectation. This mindset creates a growing list of tasks that we haven't started because we are waiting for the perfect conditions. This approach sets impossibly high standards for ourselves and demands that we consider every potential scenario. As a result, it can cause anxiety, overwhelm, and even lead to burnout when we see a long list of unfinished tasks. Falling behind schedule may also result in losing clients or missing opportunities for growth. We become so fixated on achieving perfection that we aren't satisfied with good enough or moving things to production. We find ourselves hesitant to deploy or release due to fear of encountering unforeseen scenarios or issues that weren't caught during QA. It's important to recognize that striving for perfection in every aspect can have detrimental effects on our productivity, mental well-being, and overall success. Embracing a more balanced approach that allows for progress, learning, and iteration can lead to better outcomes and a healthier work-life balance. It can be very challenging to always feel motivated. We all have days when we feel low, tired, or simply not in the mood to work. However, as professionals, it's important to push through these negative emotions and setbacks and focus on the task at hand. We may have plenty of ideas, numerous projects we want to pursue, such as starting a side project, getting a certification, or speaking at a developer conference. But the perfect moment to feel ready for all of these and many more can be unpredictable. That perfect moment may never come. Motivation doesn't always come first. Sometimes we need to take action before motivation kicks in. You may have experienced moments in your life when you didn't feel motivated initially, but as soon as you started working on something, the motivation followed. It's essential to remember this and inspire yourself to take action. The more you do, the more likely you are to become motivated. Think of motivation as a byproduct that comes after you have started moving and putting in the work. Don't wait for motivation to come first. Take that first step and motivation will follow. Large projects can often make us feel overwhelmed and lead to procrastination. We may doubt our ability to complete them or struggle with figuring out where to start. It's like having a big pile of tasks in front of us and we are unsure how to begin. To overcome this, we can break the project into smaller, simple steps. By breaking it down into manageable steps, it becomes easier to tackle the work. When we accomplish these small, simple steps, we feel motivated to keep going and make progress towards completing the entire project. This approach works for any kind of project or task that we have been putting off for a while. Remember, there's no magical solution that will suddenly make you feel motivated or remove the complexity of the project. You have to actively break it down into smaller parts and take it step by step. Don't wait for motivation to strike before starting. Instead, start working and the motivation will come. There's a famous quote that goes, "How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time." This analogy is helpful for engineers and anyone facing a large and complex project. Just like you can't eat an entire elephant in one go, you can't complete an entire large project all at once. Break it down into bite-sized tasks and commit to accomplishing each one at a time. This approach will help you make progress and experience the satisfaction of completing the project and enjoying the results. Exercise is incredibly important for both your mental and physical health. It has numerous benefits that shouldn't be underestimated. Regular exercise can help reduce stress, improve sleep quality, boost energy levels, and enhance overall physical fitness. Moreover, exercise plays a vital role in reducing the risk of chronic illnesses and improving your mood, providing a sense of well-being. It also helps improve the quality of your concentration and attention span. So it's crucial to find ways to incorporate physical activity into your routine, even if you feel busy or have a lot of responsibilities. Prioritizing your health is essential, and any form of physical exercise is better than none at all. You don't have to go to the gym every day or have long workout sessions. Consider joining exercise classes or participating in team sports a couple of times a week with your colleagues. Engaging in activities that keep your body moving, like playing basketball or football, can be a great option. If you are looking to relieve stress and boost your mental well-being, going to the gym can be beneficial. It offers an intense period of physical activity followed by a period of rest, allowing for a deeper sense of relaxation. Additionally, going to the gym gives you an opportunity to meet new people, such as your neighbors or colleagues. They might even recommend new projects or opportunities, adding to the benefits you gain from going to the gym. Even if your schedule is tight, there are still ways to incorporate physical exercise into your day. Try walking or biking to your destination instead of always relying on taxis, driving, or public transportation. It's a small change that can help you steal some time from your busy schedule and get some exercise. You can also download exercise apps and do quick sessions throughout the day. They don't have to be lengthy workouts. Even short exercises can keep your body active. Another option is to use a jump rope for some cardio workouts. It's a simple way to break a sweat and give yourself a reason to take a shower afterward. When you have the opportunity, like when working from home, you can incorporate sit-ups or push-ups into your routine. Whenever you have a break or whenever you finish a meeting, you can just use that as a reminder to do some push-ups. You can also choose to take the stairs instead of always using the elevator. Remember, finding ways to incorporate exercise into your routine doesn't have to be complicated or time-consuming. Small changes and simple exercises can make a significant difference in your overall health and well-being. Sleep should not be underestimated, especially for us as software engineers. It plays a crucial role in our well-being. When we lack sleep, it can affect our ability to concentrate, mood, interaction with others, and decision-making. We may make poor choices or miss out on important opportunities like working on interesting projects or resolving long-standing issues. Furthermore, inadequate sleep can have long-term negative effects on our health. While occasional exceptions may occur due to personal circumstances, we should not make it a habit. Instead, we need to prioritize and take sleep seriously. Establishing a consistent sleep routine and ensuring we get the necessary amount of sleep is crucial. By doing so, we can feel calmer, concentrate better at work, demonstrate greater commitment, increase productivity, deliver a lot more value, and ultimately improve our overall quality of life. Let's talk about the importance of focus. Focus is crucial for our productivity. It helps us direct our energy and attention towards meaningful things. For example, we can focus on a task at work or engage in a conversation with a friend or colleague about something important. However, it's important to remember that focus is limited. We can't focus on everything all the time. That's why we need to prioritize and focus on what truly matters at this moment. In today's world, distractions are everywhere. We receive notifications from various apps like WhatsApp, Slack, and email. These distractions demand our attention and can disrupt our focus. To combat this, we need to establish boundaries and create a proper way to identify when we are available and when we need to prioritize our work instead of constantly getting sidetracked by notifications. Think of focus as a muscle that gets stronger with practice. The more we work on it, the better we become. Now, why should we focus? Well, focusing allows us to complete tasks faster. It's not the same as spending a few minutes on a task and then getting sidetracked by unrelated videos or conversations. These distractions consume our time and hinder our progress. When we can truly focus, we can accomplish our work more efficiently. Focusing also helps us stay present in the moment. When we are present, we feel calmer and aren't overly worried about the future or dwelling on the past. We can reduce anxiety and stress by focusing on the task at hand, thinking clearly and considering all necessary aspects. By avoiding constant interruptions, we can ensure that we implement tasks correctly and avoid overlooking important details. Furthermore, the more we accomplish, the happier we feel. We experience a sense of contribution and purpose. We become more valuable team members who make significant contributions, complete tasks, satisfy clients, and work well together as a team. So by prioritizing focus, we can boost our productivity, reduce stress, and experience a greater sense of accomplishment and fulfillment in our work. Now that you understand the importance of focus, let's explore how we can improve it. The first and most important tip is to set clear goals and priorities. When we have a specific goal in mind and understand its importance, we are less likely to procrastinate or get distracted by irrelevant things. Setting daily priorities helps us stay focused on valuable outcomes and prevents us from getting sidetracked. Next, we need to identify distractions. Some distractions, like staying in touch with colleagues or seeking information, are necessary. However, many distractions waste our time and energy. It's helpful to turn off or even delete these distractions. For example, notifications that interrupt our flow of thought, such as social media updates, can be very unproductive. By eliminating or managing distractions, we save time and can maintain a focused mindset. It's also very helpful to physically separate ourselves from distractions. Placing our phone 6 feet away from us, where we have to stand up and walk to check it, can be a healthy habit. This way, we are less likely to interrupt ourselves and stay focused on the task at hand. Remember, our focus has limits. It's important to be kind to ourselves. We shouldn't expect to focus 24/7. Taking breaks is very crucial to manage our energy and prevent mental fatigue. We can take short breaks that allow us to relax and rejuvenate our minds, ensuring we don't overexert ourselves. Additionally, proper sleep plays a significant role in maintaining focus. When we prioritize rest, we increase our ability to concentrate and complete tasks effectively. By implementing these tips, we can strengthen our focus, boost productivity, and accomplish our goals more efficiently. Multitasking is often described as the ability to do many things at once, but as humans, we can only focus on one thing at a time. When we say you are multitasking, you are actually switching between tasks and not doing everything simultaneously. The idea of multitasking may sound impressive, but in reality it can hinder our productivity. When we divide our attention among multiple tasks, we become inefficient. We are also much slower. We don't give each task the necessary focus, and as a result, we end up making mistakes. This can lead to anxiety and stress because we are simply not that much productive. To avoid these pitfalls, it's important to prioritize tasks and focus on what's important. Instead of trying to work on multiple tasks simultaneously, concentrate on one task at a time. Give it your full attention and do your best to complete it before moving on to the next one. Minimize distractions by turning off notifications that interrupt your flow of work. You don't need to respond to every email or message immediately. Focus on the task at hand and cut out any non-essential elements that can divert your attention. Remember, you are human. It's not possible to do everything at once. By focusing on one task at a time, you can work more efficiently and effectively. This approach allows you to complete tasks faster and be a lot more productive. So prioritize, stay focused, and give each task your best effort. The Pomodoro technique is a very popular and also very simple method for improving productivity. Instead of working continuously for long hours, you break your work into smaller, manageable chunks. Start by choosing a task you want to focus on. You'll need a timer, which can be an app on your phone or an external device. Set the timer for 25 minutes, but you can adjust this time slot as you want. During these 25 minutes, give your undivided attention to this task at hand. Avoid any distractions like checking your messages or emails. Stay completely focused on this task. Once the session is over, take a short break. Use this time to relax, take a quick walk, grab a cup of coffee, or do whatever refreshes you. After the break, return to your work and dive back into the task you were working on. You can also start a new task if you have completed the previous one. Repeat this process, alternating between focused work sessions and short breaks. It may sound very simple, but it can be incredibly helpful, especially if you struggle with procrastination. Remember, it's important to take breaks to recharge. If you have completed 4 Pomodoro sessions, it's recommended to take longer breaks to rest properly. This allows you to replenish your energy and maintain your focus. So give the Pomodoro technique a try. Break your work into manageable intervals, focus during those sessions, and take short breaks to rejuvenate. This technique is very simple but also quite powerful that can help you enhance your productivity and help you accomplish a lot more. One effective technique to save time, energy, and maintain focus is by removing social media apps from your phone. I know this can sound very challenging, but it can make a big difference. In addition to removing the apps from your phone, I would recommend you to sign out from social media accounts in all the browsers that you use, whether that's on your laptop, desktop, or mobile phone. By deleting the apps and signing out, it becomes less convenient to log in with just one tap or receive constant notifications. This makes it less likely for you to spend excessive time on social media. Now, if you want to use social media, you'll need to take a few more steps. You have to open your phone, enter your email and password. To make it even more effective, you can generate a random password by your browser so that it is hard for you to remember that password. This way, you'll be less inclined to open your phone and spend unnecessary time on platforms like Twitter or LinkedIn. By reducing your accessibility to social media, you're more likely to save time and focus on meaningful activities such as work, learning, or pursuing projects that bring value to your life. Every minute counts, and by being mindful of our time, we can make the most of it. As a software engineer, your learning journey doesn't end after graduating from college or completing a bootcamp. That's just the beginning. You need to continuously learn because software engineering is constantly evolving. New technologies, new frameworks, and advancements like AI are emerging all the time. Embracing this mindset is essential. You are not just someone who studies for exams or certifications. You are a lifelong learner. The more you learn, the better you become at solving technical problems. This leads to increased satisfaction and confidence in your work. As a result, your value as a software engineer increases and you become more attractive to better opportunities and offers. In your career, it's common to switch to new programming languages. This can be overwhelming, especially for beginners. However, there is no need to feel the pressure to memorize everything. Even experienced developers rely on information lookup and documentation. Take comfort in the fact that professionals openly admit to searching for basic things. For instance, a lead at Google with 30 years of coding experience once tweeted about looking up the length of a Python string. Another developer who has been coding since 1979 acknowledges the need to reference Java string methods regularly. Don't be ashamed or discouraged if you don't have every syntax memorized. We have now the advantage of powerful tools like autocompletion, GitHub Copilot, and ChatGPT, which assist with code completion and repetitive tasks. Remember, your goal isn't to become a walking syntax encyclopedia. You are a problem solver who adds value through coding and other skills. Focus on understanding concepts, solving problems, and delivering value rather than fixating on memorization. Watching tutorials without practicing can give you a false sense of learning. It's important to understand that simply watching something passively won't help you truly learn. Let's take coding as an example. If you want to learn how to code, you need to actively engage and write code yourself rather than just pretending to learn while watching someone coding. When learning a specific framework or technology, don't just passively watch or read about it. Be active and come up with a project idea that interests you. This project will serve as a practical test of your learning and help deepen your understanding. Everyone keeps to-do lists, and there's nothing wrong with that. However, you as a software engineer are a lifelong learner, and as a lifelong learner, you are supposed to also keep a very important list. This list is called a to-learn list, and it should contain all the things you want to learn and master throughout your career. Having a to-learn list comes with many benefits. Firstly, it keeps your curiosity alive. Instead of simply using a framework or technology, you should have the eagerness to understand how it works beneath the surface. Having a list of things to learn also keeps you motivated. It reminds you that there are still many milestones to achieve in your career, helping you level up and become even better and more productive. Acknowledging that there are things you don't know keeps you humble. It serves as a reminder that continuous learning is necessary. As you learn and become more capable, you'll find yourself solving harder problems more efficiently. Your progress and competence make you a valuable asset. The more valuable you become, the more productive you'll be, achieving greater accomplishments in shorter periods of time. So, maintain your to-learn list, stay curious, and embrace lifelong learning. Building things from scratch is a valuable way to deeply understand technology, frameworks, and concepts. It's not just about using a technology in production. It's about actively learning. Building something yourself is one of the best ways to learn. By building from scratch, you can grasp principles, understand underlying concepts, and learn best practices. For example, when implementing an open source project, try cloning it and then compare your code with the original source. See if you are following conventions and recommended practices and identify areas for improvement. Having the ability to build from scratch enables you to explore different approaches, gain unique perspectives, and come up with innovative solutions to problems. By enhancing your problem-solving skills and becoming more adept at implementing new ideas, you'll ultimately become a more productive and effective software engineer. As a software engineer, it's crucial to see yourself as someone who adds value to the business. Businesses exist to solve people's problems. When you work on tasks that provide real value to the business, you drive it forward. Sometimes we can get too caught up into specific tasks and small details, losing sight of the bigger picture. This can lead to incorrect decisions and wasting time on trivial things that aren't worth doing. It's important to have a broader perspective. The more experienced you become, the better you can understand the entire situation and come up with solutions for critical problems. By focusing on things that truly make a difference, you become a better engineer, tackle challenging problems, and increase your value and productivity. There is a difference between knowing the name of something and actually understanding something. In software engineering, it's extremely important to truly understand things. To ensure our understanding, we can use a technique called the Feynman technique developed by physicist Richard Feynman. It is very simple and straightforward. The technique involves 4 simple steps. First, pick a topic you want to learn and understand deeply, like let's say blockchain or deep learning. Next, imagine you are teaching the topic to someone else. Explain it as if you are teaching a friend or a teammate. If you get stuck or realize you are unsure about a certain part, go back to the source material, reread, and seek further explanations. Fill in the gaps in your understanding. Lastly, use simple language and examples. Avoid technical jargon and aim for simplicity. You can then share your notes, write a blog article, or even record yourself explaining the topic to solidify your understanding. By using this technique, you'll deepen your understanding, learn more effectively, and become more productive in your software engineering journey. When you start a new project, it can be tempting to come up with a grand business idea and launch a fully functional product. However, there are times when you are simply interested in learning and practicing what you have recently studied or read. In such cases, you don't need to spend a lot of time making complex decisions. You don't have to worry about what features to include or even the design choices like the home page or loading spinner. Making these choices can be overwhelming and waste valuable learning time. Instead, when your primary goal is to learn something new, consider exploring open source projects or popular projects on platforms like GitHub. You can clone these projects and implement them on your own. Then, once you are done, you can compare your implementation with the original source code. You can also replicate a project you already use. Rather than spending months trying to come up with a groundbreaking idea that could attract millions of users, focus on building something that challenges you and helps you learn. As a software engineer, understanding concepts is crucial for your productivity. You should not memorize specific solutions to individual problems. Instead, you should focus on learning the underlying principles, approaches, and best practices. This deeper understanding will help you tackle a broader range of similar problems and not just exact repetitions. Don't be afraid to learn principles, design patterns, and good practices. Although they may seem theoretical at first, they are valuable tools that will save you time in the long run. They enable you to make better decisions and implementations. By applying these learned principles, you'll be able to solve problems more efficiently and effectively. It might be frustrating initially compared to just memorizing specific solutions, but trust me, the more you learn these principles and patterns, the better equipped you'll be to solve diverse problems. Remember, the goal is not to encounter the exact same problem again, but to have a systematic approach based on underlying principles. This builds confidence and empowers you to handle a wide range of problems. As a result, you'll become more productive and accomplish a lot more in your work. As a software engineer, it's important to continuously learn and improve. Working on side projects is a great way for you to expand your skills. They give you the opportunity to work on interesting challenges and learn without the pressure of deploying them. Consider them as your own sandbox to experiment and prototype new ideas that you may simply not have the chance to implement at work. Don't feel obligated to complete every side project. Focus on learning and exploring new concepts. Side projects allow you to express your creativity and ideas without external judgment. They also provide the freedom to work on what interests you. Remember, even if you don't finish a side project, you are still learning and gaining valuable experience. The more you learn, the more capable and productive you become. As software engineers, we often face the pressure to learn new technologies, programming languages, libraries, and frameworks. There can also be a lot of things that we need to get done, and we are under constant pressure. This can lead to overwhelming workloads and feelings of anxiety. Prioritizing our well-being, both physically and mentally, is crucial. Taking care of our health, practicing self-compassion, and avoiding excessive guilt when things don't go as planned are very important steps. We should also engage in activities that bring us joy and happiness, treat ourselves kindly, and learn from our mistakes to become more competent, confident, and productive engineers. Let's talk about something that's near and dear to my heart: spending time with family. You might be thinking, how does family time relate to productivity? Well, let me tell you, it's a game changer. First things first, spending quality time together and engaging in activities that bring the family closer can have a tremendous impact. When we bond with our loved ones, we create a supportive environment that fuels our motivation and drive. It's like having your own personal cheerleading squad. Next up, communication is key. Open and honest conversations about our needs and expectations help us establish healthy boundaries. By understanding each other's limits and priorities, we can optimize our time and energy for both work and family commitments. But it's not just about talking. It's about actively listening. Respecting each other's opinions and taking the time to understand different perspectives fosters a positive atmosphere. When we feel heard and valued, we are more likely to bring that positive energy into our work and accomplish amazing things. Now here's a little secret sauce: showing appreciation and gratitude. It's all about acknowledging the efforts and contributions of our family members. A simple thank you or a genuine show of gratitude goes a long way. When we feel appreciated, we are motivated to go above and beyond, not only in our personal lives, but also in our professional lives. So remember to carve out time for your family, engage in meaningful activities, communicate openly, listen and respect, and show gratitude. Trust me, these ingredients will boost your productivity and make your life a whole lot brighter. Let's talk about how we can have positive relationships with our colleagues. We need to express our expectations and boundaries clearly and respectfully. But it's not just about talking. It's also about listening. When we actively listen to others and understand their point of view, we build mutual respect and create a positive work environment. And let's not forget about owning up to our mistakes. It's important to learn from them and be open to feedback from our colleagues. Acknowledge and appreciate the efforts of your colleagues. A simple thank you or expression of gratitude can go a long way. By fostering an environment of appreciation, you contribute to a positive and motivated work atmosphere. Be a team player. Remember, you are part of a team. Offer assistance and support your colleagues whenever possible. By being supportive and helpful, you foster a collaborative environment that benefits everyone. As software engineers, we might be a bit introverted and hesitant to reach out and connect with others. But stepping out of our comfort zone can have incredible benefits. Meeting new people can expand our professional network and open up exciting opportunities for collaborations, projects, and ideas. By taking that first step, we can gain valuable skills and experiences that will make us better engineers and broaden our horizons. Let's remember that reaching out to others is not a life or death situation, but a chance for personal and professional growth. The more we grow, the more productive and accomplished we can become. As software engineers, we accomplish a lot in our work. We fix critical bugs, we complete urgent tasks, and do many other things. Our work has a profound impact on the projects we work on. However, as time goes by, we often forget about our accomplishments. That's why it's extremely important to log our achievements. When we log our achievements, we gain several benefits. We can track our progress and see how far we've come. It helps us identify areas where we can improve and grow professionally. Logging achievements gives us a higher sense of meaning and satisfaction. It boosts our confidence, allowing us to take on even more challenging tasks. We feel more motivated, productive, and happier in our work. So let's make it a habit to log our achievements. By doing so, we can appreciate our progress, continuously improve, and find greater fulfillment in our careers. Let's see how you can log your achievements. Keep it simple. Use a document like Google Docs to list your project accomplishments, tasks completed, courses attended, and certifications earned. Screenshots of positive feedback from colleagues or clients can serve as reminders of your achievements and provide motivation during challenging times. Prepare the document as a PDF or email it to your manager before a one-on-one meeting to showcase your accomplishments and ensure recognition. By tracking your achievements, you stay aware of areas for improvement, enabling you to become more valuable and make a larger impact in your work. Remember, logging achievements is not just about getting things done, but also about being recognized, valued, and creating a sense of meaning and commitment in your work. Writing is crucial for software developers as it allows us to communicate and articulate our thoughts effectively. It saves time by avoiding repetitive explanations as we can share written content confidently. Writing also helps in asynchronous work environments, preventing misunderstandings and the need for unnecessary meetings. Additionally, writing enhances our learning process, helps us identify gaps in understanding, and increases our credibility and impact within our field. Investing in writing can lead to recognition, promotions, increased responsibility, and ultimately higher productivity. Here, Google's first VP of Engineering emphasizes the importance of writing. What many people underestimate is that being a good writer, whether that is through emails or through documents, allows you to be more impactful. I see many engineers ignore that skill. You might be proud of your code. You should also be equally proud of the craft of writing. Writing is a highly underestimated skill for engineers. The author of the Pragmatic Engineer newsletter also has some advice about writing. Writing is one of the best things you can invest in as a software engineer. The more experienced people become, the more they tend to realize this. As software engineers, we may feel hesitant about giving presentations, but they can greatly benefit our careers. By preparing and presenting on topics we have learned, we improve our understanding and gain confidence. Sharing our thought processes and problem-solving approaches helps us articulate and solidify our knowledge. Becoming known for our expertise can lead to valuable opportunities like answering colleagues' questions and further expanding our capabilities. Overcoming the fear of public speaking allows us to grow personally and professionally, ultimately making us more impactful and productive team members. Using keyboard shortcuts can save you a lot of time and avoid unnecessary hand movements to the mouse or taskpad. Instead of manually performing tasks like closing windows, switching between them, adjusting volume, or muting a video, you can learn simple shortcuts for these actions. By mastering these shortcuts, you become more productive and eliminate unnecessary friction. It may seem like a small improvement, but over time, it adds up and makes your work quicker, more enjoyable, and fun. As software engineers, we often spend more time debugging code than writing it. Debugging is crucial for productivity, problem solving, and optimizing performance. To improve your debugging skills, it's very important to use various debugging tools and techniques. One straightforward approach is to incorporate logs throughout your code. Place logs wherever possible and pay close attention to error messages. Don't rush when encountering an error. Carefully analyze the error message to understand the actual problem. In addition, mastering the use of debugging tools is essential. Utilize breakpoints, watch windows, call stacks, and explore other available tools. These tools will aid you in effectively debugging your code, leading to faster problem resolution and increased productivity. We spend a lot of our time typing on a keyboard. Emails, documents, messages of all kinds. If we can improve our typing speed, we'll be able to type more in less time. It may seem challenging, but it's definitely achievable with practice. There are many free online resources available where you can find exercises to practice typing. By dedicating some time to these exercises and putting in the work, you'll gradually increase your typing speed over time. Even if you are busy, try to just find 5 to 10 minutes a day to practice typing consistently for the next few weeks. By doing so, you'll see a considerable improvement in your typing speed. Remember, the faster you can type, the more you'll feel a sense of joy because you'll be able to accomplish a lot more in less time. And this is the essence of being productive. Welcome to the final video of this course. As a reminder, knowledge is not power. Knowledge is potential power. Applied knowledge is actual power. Practice what you have learned to make a real impact in your work and life. Now, armed with these productivity strategies, go out there and build great things that not only benefit your career but also contribute to the betterment of humanity. Thank you for your attention throughout this course, and I wish you immense success in your journey to becoming a more productive engineer.